Did you know there's an acid in human eyeballs that will make any human really sick if they consume them? Why are you at my son's baptism? Did you know that in the 1930s, pregnancy tests were performed by injecting female rabbits with a possibly pregnant woman's urine and then dissecting them to see if their ovaries have made any changes? Ma'am, this is an Ace Hardware. Do you need help finding anything? No, that'll be all. Did you know local anesthetics don't work on me? No. Obviously. Did you know that surgeons in 1846 needed an inhalation anesthetic and they discovered that ether relaxes the muscles? But the only problem is that ether is extremely flammable, so if the doctor even sparks up a cigarette or creates any sort of spark, the entire operating room can go up in flames or explode. Ma'am, this is a bookstore. Are you gonna buy some books? Maybe. Did you know fly larvae can get into your skin through wounds, ingestion, or fleshy orifices? Symptoms include a sensation of movement under the skin. Surgeons can only remove them by physically taking them out, like with tweezers or harsh chemicals that force them out. Ma'am, I'm trying to pray. How did you... Just don't image search my aces. Did you know that cockroaches have been used as medicine for centuries? Right now, there's farms in China with like 6 billion cockroaches in them. They're used for medicinal as well as cosmetic purposes, and most people don't even know they're consuming them because they're disguised as their scientific name in the ingredients list. Well, what's it in? Well, sometimes cockroach parts end up in chocolate, but that's not even on purpose. Did you know that when mosquitoes bite us, they're actually probing us and injecting their saliva into our skin? They dig until they find a blood vessel or capillary, and then their saliva thins our blood. Our immune system reacts to the proteins in their saliva like a foreign object, sending histamines to the site. That's why we get an itchy bump. Ma'am, how did you get under my desk? So while they get a little of us, we get a little of them. Did you know that a full-size human could swim through the veins and arteries of a blue whale? They grow more than the length of 2 school buses. But you know what organism is bigger? Ma'am, I'm on break. The humongous fungus, aka the honey mushroom. Although on the surface they appear to be just a grove of dead trees and sweet mushrooms, below the surface their mycelium can take up to 4 square miles. With every step we take, we could be mere inches from an ancient and ginormous organism. Did you know that people can be attracted to a person's intelligence? Really? They're called sapiosexuals and can consider their partner's intelligence their most important attribute. It can also be sexually arousing to them. No way. Did you know I write horror novels? No, but you're pretty creepy. This one is about a girl that picks at her skin until she gets an infection that talks to people. This one is the sequel about a survivor going crazy. And these two have a bunch of short, scary stories. One of them is about a cannibal and a black market organ harvester going on a date. I have a bust of cats. Wanna buy one? Did you know I have a new book coming out? It's about a girl investigating the murder of her brother. No habla español. She ends up pointing a finger at everyone she knows until it blows up in her face. Well, you can pre-order a signed copy starting today. I probably won't. Did you know that tapeworms usually grow 4 to 28 feet long? Lady, what the fuck? They can live up to 30 years with their host. That's longer than I've been alive. The longest recorded tapeworm was 82 feet long. Can you imagine something that big living in your intestines? Crazy. Do you even live here? No. Did you know there's a cannibal living freely in Japan? Jeez, lady, can I just wait for my fucking bus? Yeah, he killed and ate a woman in France. I don't care. Yeah, but due to the fact that he's a Japanese citizen, he was able to stay free. Good for him. He's currently 73 and resides in Tokyo. So, if you go to Tokyo, just be on the lookout. Ma'am, I'm taking the bus to work. I'm not going to Tokyo anytime soon. Did you know that when you fart, your fart comes out at like 7 miles per hour? Yeah, and on average, a human farts like 17 times a day. Ma'am, I don't think I fart that much. That's enough to fill a party balloon. Here you go. Could you imagine living in a world where there's bugs in your eyelashes? No. Yeah, little bugs in your eyelashes eating your dead skin and oil. So they're not real. They're not real, right? Just don't look up Demodex. Did you know in medieval Europe they considered cannibalism medicinal? No. Yeah, according to the research of Richard Sugg, the powder of human skulls was ingested to cure afflictions of the head. Like headaches and shit? Yeah, and the cure for gout was thought to be rubbing human fat into the skin. Crazy thing is... What? People still perform a form of auto-cannibalism which they think is medicinal by eating their own placenta after giving birth. Ugh. Hey Bob, did you hear about the girl that picked at her skin so bad she got an infection that started talking to her?
No, but I still can't. Leave me alone.
Yeah, they call him the Man. Oh. I was just gonna give him a signed copy. I'll leave it here. Did you know that I'm related to Edgar Allan Poe? What? Yeah, because I write horror, most people think it's a pseudonym. You don't even look like him. How about now? Do you know what human body parts are the most nutritious? Well, I know teeth and kidneys don't have very many calories. Yeah, and the human skeleton has like 25,000 calories. I heard the thighs are really nutritious. Are you single? Did you know your body has about 1,000 species of bacteria in and on it? No? And due to the fact that we're 1 to 3% bacteria, a 200-pound person could be carrying anywhere around from 2 to 6 pounds of bacteria with them. Lady, I'm just trying to rake right now. Just remember, you're never alone when you've got 39 trillion microbial cells in and on you. Do you know... Holy shit! Who Baba Yaga is? No? She's a witch that rides on a giant mortar and pestle, and she can eat 10 men at a time. You seen this witch? Well, I've never met her, but I wrote a story about her. Mm-hmm. It's in the Darkest of Dreams anthology. Yeah, well, what's it called? Children Don't Belong in the Forest. Oh. Just always be aware in the forest. Did you hear about that cannibal from Idaho? No. Yeah, he killed this poor 7-year-old man and started microwaving him. When was this? Just last year. The suspect said he did it to cure his brain. Good lord. I just have to wonder, why microwave the meat? Why do it at all? Do you know what the manananggal is? Ma'am, this is an open house. In Filipino folklore, it's a woman who can split herself in half, sprout bat wings, and fly off into the night. Lady, I didn't ask. Using her very long, speared tongue, she usually eats fetuses from pregnant women's wombs or their hearts. Tell me more. If you happen to see a disembodied pair of legs lying around, rub some garlic or spices onto the base of it, and the woman won't be able to return to her body, effectively killing the manananggal. Where could a person learn more about these manananggals? I'm in an anthology called Darkest of Dreams. In that anthology, there's a story featuring the manananggal. Good to know. You should back us on Kickstarter. Did you know there's a cannibal cookbook available on Amazon? Lady, what the fuck? It was written by the vampire of Paris. Who is that? A self-proclaimed necrophiliac and cannibal who shot his date in the head just to watch him die. Oh my god. Just be careful who you meet online. Did you know? Lady, I'm just trying to walk my dog. Did you know that a doctor in Japan was so fascinated with skin he started collecting it? Please tell me you didn't eat it. No, he became fascinated with tattooed skin during his work and began making deals with patients to collect their skin after death. even agreeing to pay for some people to get their tattoos completed if they agreed to forfeit their skin after death. Ah, like a weird sugar daddy. Exactly. He even started a club to appreciate tattoos with living people in places like bathhouses. An even weirder sugar daddy. Today, his collection, including photographs and preserved skin, is on display in a museum in Japan. Let's just hope that cannibal from Tokyo don't find it. That'd be like a snack shop to him. Did you know that I'm a horror author? Well, I do now. I ordered a bunch of copies of my books to sign and ship out. Nice. Do you think I got enough? Holy shit. You want to buy one? Did you know that there's an estimated 25 to 50 active serial killers in the US right now? No? And the fact that we meet so many people in our day-to-day lives means we could be coming into contact with any number of serial killers per day. That means any one of us could be a serial killer. Okay. Any one of us. Have you ever thought about how many strange people work in morgues? I mean, not all of them are weird, but some of them have strange tendencies like cannibalism and necrophilia. Yeah, and? Well, I wrote this short story called Spider Queen. Okay. She's a morgue worker who's obsessed with spiders and legs. She starts collecting spiders and cutting dead people's legs off. And then she starts doing things with the legs. Haha, see lady, you bored me to death. Well, the ebook is on sale right now if you want to read it. Yeah, I probably won't. The collection it's in is only 99 cents. Man, I'm bored just thinking about it. Okay. Did you know there was a woman that was buried alive twice? What? Yeah, she drank herself into a sleep that she couldn't wake from, and they pronounced her dead. Then some kids heard some screaming in the graveyard. When they pulled her up, she wasn't moving, but she had clearly fought to get out. Yeah? They put her back in, thinking she was dead for good, but when they exhumed her a second time, she had beaten herself bloody before finally dying. Oh. Could you imagine being part of the Donner Party? That party sounds fun. No, they were a group of families traveling across the U.S. in the 1840s. And? Well, they got stuck in the Sierra Nevada mountains. You mean the ones like 2 hours away? Yeah, they were stuck during winter for so long that they were forced into cannibalism. What's with you and cannibals? I just couldn't imagine watching a family member starve to death and then proceed to eat them. Lady, you're weird. Now there's a whole area called Donner. I wonder if any other cannibals live there. Did you hear about that sexually cannibalistic throuple in India? What the fuck? Yeah, this guy posed as this couple's witch doctor, and after killing 2 women with them, he promised the wife financial prosperity if she, don't say it, ate one of the women's breasts. Oh god. And the husband was promised youth if he were to eat... No, please, I don't... the genitals. Ugh. And after all of this, the witch doctor had sex with the wife while the husband prayed. Stop. Did you know? Did you know that in some cases a doctor can implant your tooth into your eyeball? Why would they do that? Damage to the eye? Oh, or just for fun. Did you know that most celebrities are in a cult where they eat babies? What? That's not true. Well, no, I'm just saying random shit like you do. No, I do extensive research for the novels that I write. Oh. What is wrong with you? I gotta go. Did you hear about that guy that cut off and ate Kevin Bacon's testicles? What? Yeah, this guy met his date on Grindr. It was a guy who calls himself Kevin Bacon. Wait, so it's not the real Kevin Bacon? No, but that's what you focused on? Yeah. So, this guy cuts off dude's testes and fries them for a meal. No way. Dude even planned to make this man into fertilizer and jerky. Why do you know this? Reasons? Did you know there used to be a site to buy human meat? Human meat? Yeah, people would meet there and discuss cannibalism. Some even met each other in person. What would they do? Well, these 2 guys made an agreement. Yeah? One had always wanted to kill and eat a man. Uh-huh. And one had always wanted to be killed and eaten. Okay. Police later found a photo of the man posing next to the other's skeleton in nothing but a pair of socks and sandals, wielding an axe. Dear God. while most of the body was recovered in the killer's garden bed. His penis and one of his testicles was never found, making it look like, don't say it, he ate his junk. Did you know that if the world ran out of fresh water, that they would confiscate all animals and pets and process them into fresh water?
What? That's not real, is it?
No, it was just a nightmare I had the other night.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You should get help.
Probably, but I won't. Do you know why I lock all my doors and windows? No, but I need to stop coming here. When I was a kid, there was a teenager in a town close to mine. He checked 72 consecutive houses until he found one with an open window. What did he do? He lied in wait in the closet until the old couple came home that night. Okay. When they fell asleep, he attacked them, cutting them open and stuffing wine bottles and wine glasses inside of them. Oh my god. I think about it every night before going to bed, which is why I always check my locks.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Are you reading Edgar Allan Poe?
Yeah, ain't he your ancestor or something?
Well, yeah, he's my first cousin 6 times removed. So had I been born in the 1800s, we would have been first cousins.
Ah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, watch out, Virginia, am I right?
You disgust me.
Did you know that the human heart has about 650 calories? No? Yeah, and the average adult human body has almost 126,000 calories. Okay. And if you were to eat an entire baby, it would be almost 13,000 calories. You need Jesus. That'd be too many calories. Did you hear about that lady who's addicted to eating her husband's ashes?
Alyanna, what the fuck?
Apparently she spilled some of his ashes by accident, and instead of just wiping off her hands, she licked her fingers.
Ew.
Ever since, she's been hooked.
I can't imagine that it tastes good.
She said it tastes like sand, sandpaper, and rotten eggs.
Ugh.
It's more common than you think. Did you know if you ate the average adult human skin, you'd be consuming 10,000 calories? Please don't eat me. You'd be consuming roughly 2,800 square inches of skin. Okay. On average, that's like 20 pounds. Can I go? How long do you think that'd last? I don't know. I think if you made chicharrones, they would last a while. Have you heard about that Australian woman that tried to serve her boyfriend's body to his kids? Ma'am, I'm just trying to walk to school. Police found his head boiling in a pot of water and vegetables. And there were 2 plates on the counter, complete with meat from his body and marked with his kids' names. What happened to the rest of his body? She had hung it from a meat hook in the living room, but was found lying next to it on the floor. How many government lists are you on because of your search history? Probably a lot. Have you heard about the red-headed giants of Winnemucca? The what? The Setekah was a tribe at war with the Paiutes, and they were seen as cannibals, having eaten members of the Paiute tribe. And they were giant? Maybe. The Setekah were killed when they were trapped in a cave. How did they die? The Paiute put brush over the mouth of the cave, lighting it on fire. Oh my. Remains found by miners suggest the Setekah were giants with red hair, but many believe they were mistaken. That's crazy. There may not be giants anymore, but in today's America, your neighbor could be the next cannibal killer. Do you know why cannibals eat people? Because they're cannibals? Sometimes it's ritualistic and cultural in their area. Okay. Sometimes it's out of survival. Yeah. But for many, the euphoria of consuming human flesh is unmatched. Oh, it can quickly become a deadly addiction. Like a drug? Yeah, and if you're not careful, you could become the next cannibal killer. Are you guys ready? Let us begin. Did you know? Oh my god! Did you know the chainsaw was initially invented for childbirth? Childbirth? Yeah, the prototype was a lot smaller, but it was initially used to cut the pelvic bone during a birth that couldn't be done via C-section. Why? Well, I guess so the mother and child don't die? No, why are you telling us this? I don't know. Did you know that after a gladiator fight, the audience would rush down and drink their blood as they thought it brought them strength? Lady, are you fucking serious? Yeah, I guess Roman doctors thought it was a cure for epilepsy, too.
Ma'am, what the fuck?
Did you know that I have a podcast? No, but I know that you write creepy fucking books. Yeah, I narrate one of my creepy books on it. Well, did you know that worldwide there's over 2 million podcasts? No. What's yours about? A girl investigating the murder of her drug-addicted brother, but discovering that he led a secret life that is now spilling into hers, putting everyone that she knows in danger. Oh. It's on Spotify. Do you know what body parts to stay away from if you're a cannibal? Man, lady, how the fuck did you find out where I work? Avoid fingers and toes because they're mostly cartilage and not really nutritious. Well, I'm not eating no goddamn toes anytime soon. Eyeballs have an acid in them that will make any human consumer throw up. And if you eat a person's brain, their prions could give you kuru and make you like a zombie. Are you a fucking cannibal or something? No. Just thought you'd like to know. Just leave. Could you imagine living in a world where everything you've ever killed haunts you? What the fuck? Bugs, deer, rodents, humans. Did you kill someone? I wrote a short story about it in my book. Here. Read it. Did you hear about that trio in Brazil that sold human meat pies? Ma'am, do you need your car fixed? They lured women in by asking if they'd babysit, then butcher them and make them into dishes. Okay. Sometimes they would eat them. And other times they would sell them. Oh no. Even the police officer in charge of the investigation admitted he liked their meat pies. Do you know who Granny the Ripper is? I do not. Also known as Baba Yaga, Tamara Samsonova is a serial killer and cannibal from Russia. Interesting. She's confessed to 11 murders, the most recent one having been committed when she was 68 years old. Old woman's got gusto. Many believe she practiced black magic with the bodies she kept, carving astrological symbols into them. It is also believed she consumed the lungs of most of her victims. Sounds like a busy woman. Have you heard about the crossbow cannibal? Isn't he like a Batman character? No, since a young age, this man has been obsessed with becoming a serial killer. Okay. He befriended local sex workers and coerced them into coming home with him. Sounds like a horror movie. He would then shoot them with a crossbow and proceed to eat them, sometimes cooked, sometimes raw. That's disgusting, but the 80s were a crazy time. He committed these murders in 2009 and 2010. Did you know some people are addicted to eating their own hair?
Ma'am, this is an Ace Hardware. Do you need help looking for something?
It's a disorder called trichophagia.
Okay.
It's said that there's 1 calorie per gram of human hair.
I really don't know what to say.
But eating hair can lead to clumps in your digestive system, effectively killing you.
I don't eat hair.
Neither do I. Hey, Bob.
Hey, what?
I started Instagram subscriptions so I can start posting your exclusive content.
You what?
Well, subscribers get to see more of you and learn more about you.
Does that mean I have to get nude on camera?
No, oh my goodness.
Well, I didn't say I wouldn't, but that's good to know.
Have you heard about that guy that made hamburgers with human meat?
No, Alyanna, I haven't.
On a murderous revenge streak after his girlfriend left him, he started killing sex workers and homeless people.
Uh-huh.
Then he started bringing the bodies home and mixing them with hamburger meat.
Oh.
I guess consuming them himself wasn't enough, as he started selling them as human hamburgers to unsuspecting customers out of a stand on the side of the road.
Oh, fuck.
Just be careful where you buy burgers from. Have you heard about that English cannibal who fried his friend's brain in butter? Lady, what the fuck? Yeah, he'd been in the psych ward for a previous murder, but the staff let him leave. Why? Good behavior, I guess, but that night he murdered his friend. That's horrible. And then he went on to kill another patient at the next psych ward he went to. Jesus. But you know what was the most memorable about his case? What? When police found him covered in blood after murdering his friend, he said, "I ate his brain with butter. It was really nice." Did you know a man killed and ate 30 people that had come to his door? Door? Yeah, this included a host of Jehovah's Witnesses and delivery drivers. I'm a delivery driver. Most people say the case is false. Oh, thank goodness. But I'm sure there's one out there that just hasn't been caught yet. Here's your package. This isn't my house.